never know which button I'm going to push.
That's what I was wondering. Like,
I didn't know if it was the fade out or if it was the regular. What is going on, folks? It's Friday night, 7:30. Y'all know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report, streaming on several news stations this week. So if you guys are picking them up, we're out on my profile on Facebook, Brian's on Facebook, the Panhandle Fishing Report page, Smitty's surf fishing page, the Finding Demo surf fishing podcast page, and both YouTube pages. So
worldwide.
Exactly. There's no way to escape us. But welcome. It is Friday night, 7:30. It's time for the Fishing Report. I'm your host, Mike Smith, Smitty of Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What's up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and it is going to be a very, 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 very friggin' busy one, especially in this area. So, hope you're ready.
Absolutely. There is a ton of stuff kicking off this weekend. We've been talking about it for weeks. It's finally here, and we'll be rolling into that here just shortly. Let me bring up my show notes. Man.
Who needs notes? What?
I know, right? I minimized them all, and I'm like, oh, where'd my notes go? There we go. Show notes. Here we go. You think I would have had these all up and ready to go?
I'm not getting comments.
No comments. So, are we getting any comments? We have like 9 viewers, 10 viewers. No comments yet.
What is going on?
Now, if you didn't set your Facebook page to public, there won't be comments.
I'm not getting comments, period, in the comment box.
Oh, well, let's see. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
He's first.
Thank you, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Appreciate you
okay.
Joining in. We got people watching, just nobody want to jump in and comment. So to make sure everything's working, if you're watching, just shoot us something. What's up? How you doing? Where you're watching from? There we go. What's up, Dustin?
Hey, Dustin. That's the East Coast coming in hot.
There we go. Finally catching it live.
Dude,
nice.
I just got a chance to have a conversation with this guy a little bit online. We're going to talk more, but okay. I am excited to talk to him. Facebook user popped up, so we're going to have to double check that one.
There we go.
But Bucky's
what up, Salty?
Podcast. Salty, how you doing, guy?
Nice. Yeah.
You guys gotta get it. I know it's really weird, but this is hands down one of my absolute favorite stickers.
That's an awesome one. That's the first one I've gotten.
Hi, Tony.
And what's going on here?
He's going to my new cooler.
This one, yeah. I like this one right here.
I like the redesign. It's Salty. So was it off the grid John that did the art, or was he the one that did the stickers? But it's really nice. Like I love it. I love the change. It's all over the branding. Oh yeah, we'll talk about these.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Nick.
Yeah, so we're like jumping right into it, but this week's show is sponsored by GI Jigs. If you guys haven't seen those yet, if you haven't gotten over to check them out, go check them out. GIJigs.com. Awesome throwing jigs, offering all of you right now a 10% discount code PFR. So type that in at checkout when you save you 15% on those GI jigs. Great for Spanish, great for bluefish, great for pretty much anything. I mean, it is caught amberjack, it's caught lionfish, it's caught striped bass up in Maryland, bluefish you name it, it's caught it.
Huh. All right, cool, Salty. That's good stuff right there. Okay, we got those ones. Twisted Palms up. See you there now. Okay.
Coming
Donnie,
in.
How you doing, guy? Looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Heck yeah.
So it was off the grid. You guys lucked out not being in the path of the damn storm. Yeah, Kelly, we definitely got lucky on this one. And for everybody that's south and to the east of us, Jacksonville, you guys on the Atlantic side, and everyone else, hey, hope you guys are getting better. I know that storm was definitely a brutal one, and we know there's going to be a lot more we're going to hear about it. So, hope the best for you. I really do.
It cancel that. Brutal storm coming through. We're watching it from this side, and having gone through Michael just a couple of years ago, it was definitely bringing back some hard memories. seeing all that stuff go down over there. So thoughts and prayers with you guys over there. Continue to stay safe as it's continuing to go through as a tropical storm, looks like, and going back up the East Coast, Savannah area. So I saw last time.
Damn.
This B had 16-foot swells and 18-foot waves. Dang. Yeah, it was.
That's red fishing right there. Well, Reds love that stuff.
Yeah, right.
It's windy up here.
Windy up there in Virginia, getting the northeast side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, you're up in more towards the Richmond area, aren't you? Is that where you're at up there in Virginia?
A little bit north, so they're going to get slammed a bit. But hopefully it gets through. It's funny you're going right to the show notes. Normally I'm the one that's on the show notes. So
I know, right? Trying to keep us on track.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Look at you. There you go.
You've only really gotten into this. Like you've been rocking this thing for so much. I mean, I'm almost done with the Food Network plan that we have. I've got it all written down. I just need to finish it up, and I got to work with the two we talked with about getting our last things.
Yeah.
Well, stay tuned for that, everybody. We're gonna have some special episodes.
Absolutely.
There it is. Share.
Let's see, Virginia Beach. All right, that's where my mom lives, up in that area.
Yeah, I went to my first concert there, the FM 99 Lunatic Luau.
Yeah. FM 99.
It was the first one. Tommy and Rumble. I remember because I was still in high school. So I remember that was the first, actually it was the first year they did the Lunatic Luau.
Yeah.
And that was a really cool concert. I really enjoyed that series. Sorry, I digress.
Nice. Yeah, there we go. Down a rabbit hole. There you go. Getting us back on track here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Be sure to share, subscribe, turn on your notifications if you're watching from YouTube, so that you get what's that?
Look in the green room. I'm sorry, Chris. Why are you on your own phone when you're right there next to each other? It's going to be a weird echo.
Bouncing around. We know you're there. Y'all can see what we see there in the green room area.
Back in the show notes here. Let's get back to this. So tell us about this fuel polishing, dude, because you talked about it last week and you did it, and you texted me about it, and it looked cool.
So I'm gonna actually bring that up, share the screen real quick, show you the before and after picture. So we had the company come out and basically they put a hose in to where your fuel sender at your gauge is. Why does the word escape me right now? Anyway, anyway, it's where your float goes for your fuel level.
Oh, okay.
And then they run another hose from the machine to where you fill up gas, right? And it comes through and it goes through a 10 micron filter first, and then another micron filter, and finally down to a 0.5 micron. And if you've never seen a 0.5 micron filter, it looks like a piece of leather. Like there is nothing that's getting through this thing. So if there was any debris or anything like that in the tank. So the first, he puts everything up, hooks everything, turns the machine on, gets it going. The first pull he brings out and it's clear gas. And I'm like, that's not good. Like, why is the gas so clear? It should have water in it everywhere. And he's like, let me adjust the probe a little bit. So he goes in there and he moves the probe around some more, turns the machine back on, pulls another sample out, and there is like literally this much water in the bottom of the glass. All told, we probably pulled somewhere between 1.25 gallons and 1.5 gallons of water out of the gas tank. It was unreal. And I had zero issues until I filled up at this one station twice, and then it started pinging and everything else. So what an awesome service. And it wasn't bad for service in this area. They're out of Gulf Shores, Alabama. And for service in this area, it cost me $450 because the tank's under 100 gallons. They come out, clean it. And the cool thing is I didn't lose any of that gas because I had 3/4 tank of gas. All that got recycled, cleaned up, put right back in. We took the boat out today. Ran awesome. No filter, no issues. So yeah, if you have any sort of large capacity tank that you suspect you have water in or debris or something like that, I would highly recommend their service. It's Safe Harbor Fuel Servicing. They're not on Facebook. You can find them on their website, Safe Harbor Fuel Servicing. and they're out of Gulf Shores, Alabama.
I mean, 450 is a lot better than the new motor.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me go find out. I said I was going to bring up the pictures. Give me my profile. Here we go.
While Smitty is doing that, like we said, this episode is sponsored by GI Jigs. If you're interested in sponsoring any of the Panhandle Fishing Report show, please reach out to Mike or myself. We will happily go over it and talk to you about the packages we have. Be happy to showcase your products. It's one of the few things that we really enjoy. We get to do is talk about all your guys' stuff because it's about you. We like helping.
Yeah.
What you got?
All right, so here we go. The picture should be up now.
Man.
This was right out of my filter, so it had been sitting for a while. That was rust and some other stuff out of my fuel filter right off my boat, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, there's definitely an issue in there. That's their equipment all hooked up, running through there. He didn't want me to take a picture of the pump and stuff, so I didn't. But it's a cool little dolly setup that he's got. He's all self-sufficient, runs off a little generator, clean gas going back through. Okay, here's the initial pull from his cart. You can see how, I mean, even condensation up here on the glass of the jar, you can see the separation right in here from the water and the gas. And then this was clear gas in the end. 10 times, 1,000 times better. Great setup. Highly recommend them. Safe harbor fueling services, and they'll get you set up.
Well, good stuff, dude. Congratulations on getting your boat back in the game. Because I know that was, I mean, when we went out the couple times, you were definitely not happy about it. And I don't blame you, dude. I mean, that was rough.
No, and I ran it longer than I should have with that warning. Like, we ran offshore with it. We ran the bay with it for a while. I'm like, it's just water. It'll burn through.
Yeah.
But then you get to the point where you start thinking, like, how much water is in there and how much water am I putting through that motor? So it was worth having them come out and do it.
Did you call the gas station to let them know that they've got water in their system?
No. I probably should.
I know which one you went to, so.
Yeah.
Hi, Bruce.
But no one else, like, I know other boats that fill up there and they haven't had any issues. So I don't know. Maybe I just got a bad pull.
You got all the water.
Yeah. Lucky me.
Why'd you get louder all of a sudden?
I don't know. It just jumped. There we go.
I don't mind. I hear you better.
Yeah.
All right. So while we're talking about that, we talked about the fuel polishing. This weekend, like we opened up, today was the captain's meeting for the Navarre Beach Fishing Rodeo, which is going to start off tonight at midnight and kick until Sunday at 4 is the last minute for weigh-in. So if you're in line before 4 at Juana's, you're good to go. There's 2 different categories. You got the open and the kayaks division. I think it's just the 2 divisions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I believe you can still sign up tomorrow. I don't remember exactly. I didn't get a great chance to have a conversation with them. They were all over the place. But this year's grab bag was a nice, interesting new bag. I left it in the car, but it's a bag.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, but I went live with it on Finding Demo's Surf Fishing podcast page. So if you want to see the stuff in there, they had some pretty cool stuff. The shirt this year is pretty nice. It's got 3 fish that I've never caught. So, it's always nice there.
Destin Fishing Rodeo kicking off tonight.
Yep.
Tomorrow. Midnight and tonight. Yep, tomorrow morning. Runs through.
Or are they sunrise?
Is it? I'd have to go back and check. I didn't enter, so
I'm not sure.
I don't know. But it runs the whole month of October and weigh-ins every single day. So whoever weighs in tomorrow is going to be on the leaderboard for a little bit anyways.
Yeah.
So get in there. It's a fun time to go down there to the harbor, check them out. They're right there at the AJ's area, and see the catches every day.
Hook, line, and sinker seminar at Flounders on October 3rd. The topic is redfish. We always call it Red October here for a reason, and they're going to come back. The water temperature is dropping wonderfully, and the food's going to get great. So make sure you head on over there for that. Don't worry about the dinner, but get there because that's going to be a great seminar to learn from.
Absolutely. If you haven't been looking on social media and watching it or know someone who's been out there, the big redfish are here, and they are starting to come through the passes. Destin was loaded with big redfish the last couple days. So Legendary Marine Half Hitch 30A Light Tackles putting on their monthly seminar this October 4th. It's first Tuesday of every month. This month they're talking about the rodeo. So any Q&A questions you have by all means, show up for that and give them pick their brain on what they're doing. Maybe they'll give you some secrets and tips. I don't know.
He might. I mean,
He
he's
might.
still gonna win, but he might
Right.
throw you a bone. Just keep them talking. That's the key to
Mhm.
getting the information out of them. Just keep them talking.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, the Goodbye Pompano Tournament, October 13th and 15th, headed up by who are one of our guests tonight, Mr. Perdido, Blane, and Lost Key Outdoors. You have 2 weeks left to sign up for that, if I'm not mistaken. I saw the last message, but I could be wrong.
Mhm.
But get signed up. Lots of great things available for prize packets to include rods, reels, brand new cart by Deerfield, which is a sexy looking cart.
Awesome.
I can't wait to put that cart in my garage.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's just how it's going to be this year. You know, now that I've seen it, I'm like, all right, I'll go hard this year. Also, known as I'm just going to do my hopes and prayers and dreams. Like, please, for the love of God, give me a damn pump. Got a decent one. I just need a bigger one.
Yeah. But that's always a good time. The Goodbye Pompano. I like we went last year. We went live. We'll be going live again this year from there, from the weigh-in and everything. Half the fun of the tournament is hanging out at the weigh-in. Seeing everybody and talking with everybody. We got guys from the East Coast coming over. I mean, it's a big deal, and I'm sure Blane will talk more about it when he gets on.
It's quite the star-studded tournament too. Plus, we get to hang out with. And I know I don't consider us to be stars. If you guys ever came and talked to Mike and I, you guys know we're very conversational. But like, I get to see Blane, big YouTuber. You know, maybe Brad will show, but then Jordan with G2, big YouTuber, awesome angler. He shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Lawless, he's shown up a couple times. Not
the sinker guy.
Chip, the sinker guy is coming. Actually, I got to talk to you about that after the show.
Mark Burford.
Did Mark say yes? I didn't hear if he finalized it.
Yeah, and Barry will be here from BS.
Barry will be here, yep, from BS. But this is,
Fish Bite Brett. Well, he's here. He always shows up. We'll see.
Yep. So, I mean, it's not only we get to hang out with all our fellow anglers, but you get to meet a lot of the people, too, of other things you're ordering. Talk to other people you'll see. You never know. Salty might show up. I know Tony will be there. He went live today. He said he's fishing in the tournament. So there's a lot of big names that are in the tournament, and it's going to be great to see. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. And
that's my red fish gum hat.
You went with the red, huh?
Yeah, that's my red fish gum hat.
So there's going to be a lot of people there. You know, we're going to have a lot of good stuff. It's going to be a good time. And from what I remember, Blane saying there might be food. So, you know, my fat ass is all for that when I hear the word there's food. So I'm going to both, man. It's going to be good. And don't forget, we got everyone's gunning for Larry Grossman. Larry won it last year with a monster pomp at buzzer beater with his beautiful fish. So,
yeah, Larry got second last year, I thought.
Did he get second?
Spring.
Oh, that's right. His one was just under because that other guy.
The other dude. I forget who that was, but
those two winners were.
There was some big pompano caught, and there's some big pompano being caught right now that we're going to get into on a surf fishing report. Alabama, they're showing up in force over there right now.
Freaking Alabama.
So,
all right.
Question of the week: product update.
You got the.
I was gonna bring up this bad boy. We talked about it from our iCast review. This is the rechargeable Engel aerator for your live well. I went and caught pinfish yesterday at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and filled up my 19 quart Engel or Magellan cooler live well. Turned this bad boy on and it ran till 7 this morning on the full mode. Just running wide open all night long. Pinfish were still fresh, lively in there. Dumped them in my boat and went out this morning. So, I mean, what's that?
You still got 2 lights still, don't you? You still got half-life on that battery?
Let's see here. It's on right now and it's showing 2.
Yeah. 2. You still got half-life.
Yeah. So, it's It's good. I mean, you can set a timer on it. You can increase. That's max setting. It's got 4 different modes to it, 4 different speeds. So amazing product. If you haven't picked one up, I highly suggest going and grabbing one. And it's rechargeable. You know, plug it into your USB dealio and let it go.
Worth its weight in gold, in my opinion.
Heck yeah.
The new and improved, we showed it already, but the new salty rigs are out. And
these bad
they
boys.
got a little rattle in there.
They got a little, yeah, they do. And they come with a toothpick in case you're eating beef jerky or something out there on the beach. You can
So if
pick
you
your
need
teeth or something.
if you want to take the toothpick, break it off in break it off there and there. It's going to keep the float right attached to the hook. It's a great little ad that Salty thought of there. That was really smart.
Mhm.
So lots of different ones out. You got the regular Salties, the Bama. Sorry, my screen there. The old bearded Brad rig. So he's got all his ones set out there that we got on here. I've got a couple tied up. Abby wanted the Bama Beach Bum blue and purple. She wanted that one on her rod tonight, so we put that up on the new run out rod. She got that
nice.
onto that one, so she's real happy there. And they were putting what's it called? Oh my gosh!
Got the run out and the Lady Dagger.
Yep, and the Lady Dagger. She wanted I gave her the option, so she chose the Mortician rig for the Lady Dagger.
Nice.
She's ready to go for tomorrow. She's gonna be out there.
Nice. So if you guys didn't notice, when you look at these look like some popular food for them fishes. I mean, it looks just like a sand flea.
Sand fleas and shrimpies.
I think so, man. They're awesome.
Yeah, Salty did a really good job with these, and I think they're.
Yeah.
I was looking for it here.
I like the rattle. The rattle in there. It's got a little shake to it.
Yeah, I think that the rattle makes a bit of a difference. Sorry, as I'm looking for it here. I know I have one. Yeah, it's like the old ones here.
Yeah.
You got the old bullets. That's why Salty made that post about bullets. He's moving on from them. But lots of good stuff coming. So if you're looking for those, head on over to Salty's Pompano Rigs.
Absolutely.
Take a look. Get your hands on there.
Donnie, I'm drinking a little Basil Hayden tonight.
I might watch the comment. Damn it. What's Dustin, that? No, you're coming over too. That's right. Dustin is coming over. Yep. Forgot about that. You and your boy.
Nice. It'll be a good time. It's weather should be good. October is my favorite month around here to fish anyway, so we should be doing good.
So the question that we have, and for everybody here that's watching so far, what is something you've purchased this year for fishing that you've been happy with? That is a good question.
I'll go one more. In addition to the Ingle right here, the aerator is the Gomexus handles. I have switched out just about all my reels with Gomexus handles. They're amazing. I love them. The plug and play, just unscrew your old one, screw the new one right back in. They got them for the Shimanos, the Dowas, and the pins.
Okay. New purchase that I'm really happy with this year is going to be the new Shimano reel I got. The long cast, that's been probably one of my favorites. That or the Vanford. Those two have been those up there are my boys. We're way behind. Holy shit, we're at 23 minutes.
Yeah, we're not that far behind because we're getting ready to go into our next guest.
Oh, you want
it, brother? Forget about that.
Yes.
Always forget about the weather.
That's why you all tune in is the weather. We know because we're better weathermen than the weathermen. Why do I have a private chat? It's got to be Blane.
Or share. Oh yeah, I just saw that. All right, let's.
What the hell is that?
There we go.
This? No.
This is a water sensor that goes in the bottom of the fuel filter, and this would be the oil tank for a Mercury. You can tell what I've been looking at.
I'm gonna say
this is the water
adding is very very well on point.
They got me down, man. So anyway, onto the weather. Tomorrow's looking good. Sunny, northwest winds 9. So whatever you've been seeing out there on the surf, expect more of it because that north wind is going to lay down everything, keep it nice and flat for tomorrow and Sunday. Great weather, it looks like. Wind's not too bad. Again, coming from the north, the only thing you got to worry about on the beach is biting flies with that north wind. And they've been pretty bad recently. Offshore, near shore would be better than offshore. It's going to get rough out there with that north wind blowing, but it's not too bad when we're looking at under 20. So, and then the bays, just stick to that north side. You'll be nice and calm, protected in there. Monday again. I love these temperatures at night though, dropping down to 60s, waking up in the morning.
Yeah,
it's been great. No rain all week and light winds from all directions. So nothing really to worry about, I don't think.
All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Here you are right now. We're running, we're going to run middle of the ground here of our normal little happy zone. So we're just off of the old Destin area there. We're out in the water. So we'll go ahead and run this bad Johnny. So that's tonight. Now tomorrow morning, getting into it. Still nice north winds, running out 10 knots and slowing down midday. Then you're going to get this bit of a shift. So don't worry too much about the shift. With everything we've been having, any of the grass is going to be out of there. Sunday, moving into the morning, still coming out of the north. Everything's looking pretty good there. The afternoon and then the weigh-in time, you're going to have that moving through. And then into the week, this is the one I went a little further than I wanted to, but that's okay. Thursday, it starts a little bit of the donut. So just kind of be patient with it. You know how it is. We always do that. And then my favorite right now, which is, there you go. It is really not that much. It is odd right now. So
yeah, not much of a swell.
And it's probably not going to get much worse from what I was reading. It's going to be weird. So this tournament this weekend, we're not going to get a lot of wave action. So if you're out in boats, you're going to have a lot of fun with that. It's going to get you out, have a lot of smooth action. Kayakers, just keep your intention or mind on the wind. That's the important one there with the tides and the current and all, but the wind is going to be the damaging factor. So everything's pretty smooth for the surf as far as all that goes. And then inshore, I think it's going to be a great week of fishing for y'all. So get on out there. The moon is.
Are you looking out the window?
Yep, I am.
The moon is. Yep, it's there.
Yeah, it's coming right there. Oh, pop that button. I'll admit. I mean, if I haven't looked here. Yeah, I remember about 0. So
we have currently a moonrise at 11:29 this morning. A moonset. Wow, that doesn't seem right. And a waxing crescent right now.
Richard, welcome back. I saw your live earlier. It looked like you were having a lot of fun out there in that rain. What do we got for comments here? I saw some wheelies.
Salty wheelies.
Good one.
Yeah, I'm contemplating them myself.
Microwave. Oh. I've heard about that, and I don't know where, but I know I've heard of microwave guides.
So are you? I think I know. Same thing. Who put them on his rod? Paul? Did Paul put them on his rod? Where your very first rod is, it's got the little center dot. It almost looks like a bullseye in there, so it tightens your line up as you cast.
Oh, wait, where are you? I heard about this. Congratulations. That is awesome, man. Always a win there. Nice.
American Tackle,
great company, fun. I had a lot of fun meeting them at ICAST.
Did you show this one, the Penn 8000 live liner?
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good purchase for the year. Yeah.
All right, so you've got your weather, you've got the updates, you've got it all. So why don't we go ahead and bring it into the world for you, everybody? It's all yours, sir.
Let's start the reports. What's our offshore? Who's our offshore report sponsored by? Go Mexis. Don't forget to use code SURF for 10% off knob purchases only.
Knob.
They're not giving discounts yet for the screw-in handles, unfortunately.
I wonder if they're ever going to do it. It's depressing.
I don't know. The answer I keep getting is it's not fair to the big businesses because they're not cutting them a deal on them, so they're not cutting us a deal on them, basically.
We're awesome.
I'm like, yeah, but we have a lot more viewers. I don't know. I keep trying with Vernon. He's an awesome guy. So, but we're going offshore. So without further ado, let's bring up Captain Chris of Say Wind Charters. What is up, buddy?
Good evening, fellas. How are y'all?
We are
doing well, man. How you been?
It's been a little slow around here, but we're getting by. We've ran a few trips. Really, that's about it. Just doing maintenance on the boat. One of my trim tabs ain't working, so I've been dealing with that all week. So
I wish my boat had trim tabs. That's what
it'll go up, but it won't go down.
Whoa.
Oh.
So I'm dealing with that. It's only just one of them, just my right side.
Well, you'll have trim tabs when you buy that new boat, Mike.
Yeah. You are correct. You are correct.
All right, let's bring up
some of Captain Chris's photos here. He's been on a hot bite. Let's see here. share my screen.
The mahi have really showed up, and they should come in a lot thicker here within the next week or so.
I'd say. I mean, that's a good little mess of tacos right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tacos.
And we're still not finding any weed line out there. I haven't been out since what was my last trip? I think it was 3-4 days ago. There's no weed line. State waters. I don't know what it's like past 9 miles, but near shore within 9 miles, we're finding just debris. Now it's not that sargassum weed. It's that just like that broken up turtle grass.
Oh.
Yeah.
And a lot of trash is mixed in with it. Plastic bags, tree branches, and the mahi are just literally all you have to do is stop and just start chumming, and the mahi are coming right to the boat. Like I'm not even searching for them. I'm not trolling for them. I stop, throw some squid or some cigar, chopped up cigar minnows in the water, and here they come running. And basically, you just float along with the tide. And I mean, we caught all those. I think we caught a 2-man limit in 20 minutes the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice old AJ.
Nice
Really
AJ right there.
Yep. We lost a nice AJ the other day.
That's a nice mess.
Real nice one.
Stuff.
Yeah, those two guys, that's a buddy of mine that was stationed with me in Korea. Came down and fished with me. We haven't seen each other in a long time. But yeah, last 20 minutes of the trip, we caught those mahi. Before that, it was about 30 red snapper. Yeah. Yeah, we got one nice mangrove snapper. The rest of were all red snappers. And then came across that one little stupid weed line of that turtle grass, and it was just loaded with those mahi.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
Geez, dude. That's a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look,
the water was beautiful. Yeah.
Water looks great out there. I mean, is it nice blue water? Is it dirty water out there?
No, it's dirty.
Is it?
The water's been dirty here since late June, early July, and it hasn't cleaned up at all.
So none of the swell coming up from the
I haven't been out since the storm.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I don't have a trip until next Thursday. So, but I might get on the water here. I can't even put my boat in the marina right now. The bays here are empty.
Yeah.
Both my slip and Schuber slip, it's empty.
Really?
High tide, low tide, it's sand. Yeah, you can't even get boats in there right now. I don't know where all this water's at. I mean, the storm's East Coast all the way from the Carolinas, and the tides are still ridiculously low, even at high tide.
Yeah, it's that way around here too.
Is it? Yeah.
Well, you can still get up to the grass lines. But you can still see where it's a good 1.5 to 2 foot lower than what it would normally be.
Tony was saying that it was part of that surge that was pulled down south.
It is. Yep.
Okay.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take for it to get back up here. Because my boat's on a trailer inside the house right now because I pulled it out for the storm just in case. Yeah. And I can't even put it back in the water right now.
Man.
At least to keep it there at my slip, I won't be able to. And Chris Schuber, his slip is right next to mine, and his is like right up against the seawall, and it's the very last slip to the left. It is all sand. Like his boat won't even float.
His is shallow anyway, isn't it?
His is shallow anyway, but there is no water where he is at, and we're right next to each other.
So you mentioned chumming up the mahi when you get to those spots that you find, and you chop up. You send out some cigar minnows, squid, whatever you're going to chop. I like to start with cigar minnows. They're a little bit more expensive to use, but when you chop them up and you let them flutter in the water when that sun's shining, they're glistening and they're that sunshine, and they get those flashes. And then mahi, they could see it from, I don't know how far they can see underwater, but they could see it and they come running. Miles. I should say miles. They come running, and once they show up, we'll switch over to squid. And man, we just tear them up. So you just free lining that in your chum pile, or
free lining? Yep. Free lining, and the bigger ones will be down deeper, so we'll start jigging for those. If they're not interested, they're not interested. Sometimes you'll get on those schools and they won't feed. Sometimes they want that fast moving bait, so then we'll kind of remember where that location's at, and we'll go a quarter of a mile down, and we'll turn around and come back and troll across them, and that's when you'll start getting bites.
Nice.
Sometimes they want a fast moving bait, and sometimes they want old dead stinky bait.
Yeah,
that's why you just got to be prepared and have a little bit of everything on the boat rigged up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love fishing, man.
I didn't know that about them. I always thought that they were a constant predator, like they were always tracking something fast.
I was born and raised, and I grew up down the Florida Keys. And if you saw mahi, you can catch them on a bare hook. They are feeding machines. Up here, their temperament is different. And I've heard a lot of guys from South Florida say that too, especially up here fishing for mahi in a panhandle. I've had 100 of them around the boat, and not a single one of them will bite. And I've never seen that before. Mahi will actually, they will regurgitate what they just ate just to feed more.
Really?
They are feeding machines. They're the fastest growing fish in the ocean. Yep.
Yeah.
From the time you can put them on a plate, they're less than a year old. Those fish on the back of my boat, they're about 8 months to a year old.
No kidding.
Hands down. Yes, sir. That is the truth. Yep.
Yeah, I think when we had Mark on, they had one that was tagged, and in 60 days, that thing grew like massive, like pounds big.
They are feeding machines, and when I see them not eating, that's like something's wrong. Like something is wrong. Like I don't know what it is. Maybe I didn't have the right bait, but yeah, it's really weird not to see mahi eat. But sometimes you got to turn around and you run a fast bait over their head, a skirt of ballyhoo or just a little duster rig or something like that, and they'll hit it. But sometimes they don't want that cut bait. Yeah,
your tip.
Tip of the show right there.
There you go.
The show right there. If you're not
always try something different. Yeah, always.
Yeah, sorry.
Just depends what kind of mood they're in, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of those fish up here are finicky like that. It just pompano the same way. I mean, when you're fishing off the shore like that, some days they want their shrimp peeled, sometimes they want a little piece, sometimes they want it with that and fish gum or fish bite. Or fish gum and fish bite on the same hook. I mean,
I want them all. It's like
exactly.
You
just kind of got to be prepared.
Yeah. Don't ever give up though. I mean, if something's not working, just change it up a little bit. Yeah. Just change the bait, change the presentation. Give them a fast bait, give them a slow bait. Eventually, they will hit it. Yeah. You just got to figure out what they want. Sometimes you get lucky and you got the first bait at the right time. So
yeah.
You just got to try different things.
Guess we're going for some mahi, Mike.
Yeah, sounds like Chris got.
They should be, So next time he goes, especially with this storm that just came up from the south, if you guys go offshore, definitely pay attention to the water because it's going to push a lot of debris up here. So the fishing probably will be really good, but it's an easy way to lose a lower unit or puncture a hole. There's going to be debris, so definitely keep your eyes peeled while you're running. That should push some fish up here. I hate to say that with what's going on with down south, but it's the truth. That's what's going to happen. I mean, there's probably going to be a lot of traffic this weekend or this coming week, but just keep your eyes peeled on the water right now because there's going to be logs and trees and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Aluminum. I mean, I came across a log the other day that would have probably took off both my lower units if I wouldn't have paid attention. And it was almost like a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Just floating straight, and I never even saw it because we had about a 2.5, 3 foot chop, and I never would have seen it. Yeah.
I mean, I'll be the bad person to say it. In the end of this, we all want to help each other, and then these storms are horrible, and it is really bad. But on the same one, we're all trying to report these, and it's not a bad thing. It's just, hey, look, this is a real thing. The storm's going to bring this stuff. So
it is. It's a very real thing, and a lot of people talk about it.
I'd rather have a notum from somebody, the captain, that's like, hey, dude, this is real, than, take out something and all of a sudden realize, yep, everything about my life just sucks now. Thanks so much. So
notum,
I applaud you for saying it.
Yeah.
breaking out the military speak.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a notum.
That's that boat adder thing.
Info note.
Info note. Something.
Info note.
Info notes.
Good stuff. Awesome, Captain. Well, appreciate the report. Sounds like mahi is the ticket right now. Look for any sort of
right now it is, and debris, obviously
anything out there.
Any kind of debris. I mean, anything. It doesn't have to be the sargasso weed. It could be that turtle grass. It could be a palm frond, a 2x4. I mean, it could be a water bottle. It doesn't matter. Always look.
We're talking about things and products that we've gotten this year. Anything you've picked up this year that has been helpful, beneficial?
Other than my Harley?
Other than the Harley, yeah.
No, boat wise, rod reels, just fishing wise, I really can't think of anything other than when I switched reel manufacturers. That's really the only thing that I've changed. and
I think
it
we
was
got the
for
gamut covered now.
yeah.
Because you switched over to Daiwa, correct?
I did. I went from Penn to Daiwa, and I haven't had any issues. I had some issues with my pins. Now they are great reels. I'm not bashing them at all. My rods get used and abused. And they probably you know what, they probably failed because I maintained them. My buddy, he was like, "You're always taking your reels apart. They're always greasing them," and he's like, "I don't do nothing." He still uses them. They're still fine. They're like 3 years old. Mine didn't last a year. They all locked up on me, and they all got burnout gears, every one of them. Yeah. And it was probably because I was taking them apart and greasing them. So maybe I just won't do that no more.
Yeah, it's what you get for and doing things proper. How dare you, sir?
I know, right?
It's just the aircraft maintainer mentality that I have. But I got the Daiwas now, part of their pro staff, if you want to call it that.
Nice.
And I get them at a really, really good price. And they are really good reels. Super smooth, plenty of drag. A lot of people say they don't have enough drag. Grouper, snapper, mahi. I've never had one spool me yet, so
no,
not a big deal. Really, really good quality stuff. Yeah.
Isaiah, he's a local charter guy over here. Also works at Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle.
Yeah,
and he says Daiwa is the best in the market. So
it's
got somebody else on your team there.
Yeah, I love the pins, man. I was born and raised on them. I really do. That was the first thing I bought, outfitting my boat, personal wise and, charter wise. I had nothing but pins, and it seemed like less than a year, every one of them failed on me. So I had to change it up a little bit. But other than that, it's probably because I took them apart and cleaned them. So it's probably all my fault.
Because you maintained them.
Awesome.
Well, bud, great report. Great stuff. Folks want to book a charter. How do they get in contact with you?
Facebook, Instagram, Google, Say When Charters. It's pretty easy to find me.
There you go.
Pretty easy.
Awesome, bud.
I don't even think
no problem.
Take him down. I mean, in reality, he's just going to pass the phone.
I know, really, because
Captain Chris Schuber are right here.
Where we actually have two captains from the same company here giving reports. The rotation lined up just right. So, Demo, if you want to go ahead and run it, we'll just run right into it.
Yep. This inshore report has been brought to you by Waterland Sunglasses. Head on over to Waterlands. Use code SSF for a 15% discount, and that is Smitty Surf Fishing. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about Waterlands. I've worn them. They're not going to get merged with my Oakleys just yet, but they are. So without further ado, Captain Chris Schuber of Say When Charters, Panama City. Good evening to you, sir.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
All the way over from so far away for the show.
You see that? Like a 2 foot. That was perfect.
Transition, man. It's like pro quality right there.
I love it, man. This is great. Come over for a free meal, couple little tiki sneaky drinks, whatever you gave me. This is wonderful.
Whatever he gave you. Slipped you a Mickey, a roofie.
I don't know what he gave me, but it's great.
Why is it my boss always is? Why is he always getting me drunk?
Why am I getting so wobbly on this thing? So let me tell you, if we lose any more water, I'm going to buy an airboat because it is shallow right now. Like Chris was saying, boat slips are dry. So we're having to keep our boats on the trailers. Definitely a challenge. I actually have a trip tomorrow morning. I've got 3 next week. And I'm like, man, we need some water big time in these bayous. So, praying for everybody, obviously, down south. Mm-hmm. I would not want that, but hey, as boat captains, we're here to help them. So, definitely, people need to reach out if they need our help. We want to help them. So, but anyway, a few fish I've caught recently. Reds are definitely starting to come in, like they say, red October. So, I think we'll see a lot more coming from the Gulf back in these bayous. Hopefully, start catching some larger ones. Pretty shallow spoons, top water. I highly recommend using, soft plastics right now. The trout, they're still plentiful. I catch some of my bigger ones as the water gets cooler. We're in the 70s. Obviously, high 59 in the morning, so it's absolutely perfect. Smitty, I agree. October is like the best month. You're not sweating to death at 7:30 in the morning. Like I said, if it wasn't for the storm, fishing probably really be on fire. It was good before the storm, so let's pray it's going to happen after. But all we can do is just keep working at it. So tomorrow, like I said, I've got a trip tomorrow, and I'm going to throw everything. I'm going to throw pinfish. I'm going to throw pilchards, shrimp, you name it, whatever they bite, we're going to catch them. And I'll always have that mirror Dean
I was
on.
waiting for it.
Yeah, I was throwing that today.
Man, I got 4 rods rigged with those. If shrimp don't work, we're throwing the electric chick on.
Mhm.
So I usually save that for last. I'll wait for clients to be like, can we try something else? I'm like, I got you.
I got
So,
you. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back on the water. Like Flo said, it's been a little slow here, which is, understandable. Kids are back in school, storms hitting. It's, very unpredictable right now. But we're just praying we all get back on the water and keep those lines wet.
There you go. Awesome. Man, so starting off, you said throwing shrimp, things like that. Any sort of spoon right now for those reds?
I'd throw like a half-ounce little gold spoon.
Nice.
Usually like with braid, I'm throwing 15-pound with like a 20-pound fluorocarbon. Looking for the reds that are tailing. Again, a lot of these fish are going to come up shallow. If you can get into shallow, they're there. Now, right now, with the water being sucked out, it's going to be kind of hard. You're probably going to still find them around that grass line. That's one of the main things I'm going to look for tomorrow, that and kind of hitting points. If you can still fish those points, if there's any water, they're still going to be circulating around it because there's plenty of bait right now. I mean, I call them pilchards or greenbacks. Man, there's thousands of them. I went out to the flat today, just kind of look at the area, and water's cleared up a little bit, but bait is still abundant everywhere. So we're very fortunate. If there's bait, there's fish, 100%.
Absolutely. Awesome.
Definitely important.
The mirrodines, when you go to throw those, are you throwing those with a leader as well, or are they tied directly to your braid?
I'm using a 20-pound fluorocarbon.
On everything?
It's, I don't know. I got so used to just kind of using a leader. The biggest thing you got to be careful is the ladyfish. We I'd say last month, ladyfish have been on fire. And for someone who's never caught one, they're like, this is amazing. I said, man, this is your poor man's tarpon. You want to catch 100? Just keep them outside the boat because they'll mess your boat up. So, but that's the one thing. Yeah, I love using leaders. To me, I feel like when you're working that bait, it gives you a little bit more of a flash, a little bit more. It's more versatile. Sometimes when you do straight braid, it tends to loop up and knot. And I don't know. Again, we go back, talk about the mirrodine. There's not a whole lot to it. It's not hard to use it, but if you use a fluorocarbon, you'll get a little more stretch out of it. I'll say a little more stretch.
Nice.
So
that's a good little tip there.
The stretch is key. I mean, you're obviously not going out being, don't do the old bass pull.
Yeah, you're not ripping lips too bad, but you want to have a little buoyancy on it for sure. So I'm pretty confident we'll catch some fish on it tomorrow.
Nice. Look forward to seeing them pictures.
Well,
thank you. Me too. I'm ready to get back in.
Man, it's kind of I feel like it's been forever.
It has. Well, we went down to the Keys. I got spoiled. I didn't want to come back. And now deer season's coming into play. So I want to sling some arrows a little bit. So my wife's like, okay, what are you going to sell? Because now you want to buy because it's hunting season. So, yeah, I got to be careful.
Why do I got to sell to play? I mean, come on.
I know. I mean, if you're not fishing, you got to do something. But, yeah, fishing's getting good. It's picking up for everybody. So I'm super excited. Other than that, I know you guys are talking about something that I bought this year, product-wise. I love my Shimanos. I bought the new Shimano Saragossa 8000. That's my nasty bull red rod. Like, customers love it. It's like, man, it's like pulling in a Volkswagen. I mean, they just sit back and this is nice, and it's not killing them. I absolutely love it. That, and I'll say extra tough boots. These things, off the chain, boys. Nice. Non-skid. Yeah, look at a little flashy color, matches my shirt. That's what I like to do.
I like your style.
So, the little extra tough boots, man, they're great, especially this time of year. If, when it's cold out, you look cool in the morning, it rains, you're not sliding off your boat.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome. I knew I should have picked up a pair. Outcast Bait and Tackle had their
man, I will not leave home without it.
Yeah, I should have picked them up, but oh well, let that one go.
They're excellent. They're excellent, boys.
Just let it go, man.
Just let it go, man.
Yeah, let it go. But yep, that's what I got. I'm sorry it's not a real big report tonight, but after tomorrow, I should definitely have some more for you guys.
Well, that sounds good. It's awesome, good just to hear about any of it, and always just good to talk to you, brother. It really is.
You guys too, man. I appreciate you guys very much. Well, don't forget, y'all want to fish with us? Facebook, Instagram, Say When Charters.
There you go. Awesome, man.
Or something.
I like it when he knows what's coming. He just brings it up.
I'm like, you know what? I'll tell you what, boys. Let me just do this show for you. You guys want to fish with us? You come talk to Sailwind Charters. We'll put you on some fish.
Yeah, we'll do a report from the boat. Screw it. Let's go.
Hey, let's do it. I'd love to do that.
Awesome.
We'll see you next time.
All right, guys. Have a great evening.
You too, bud. All righty.
Good stuff.
You got the next one.
All right. Running into our surf report. This week's surf report is brought to you by Rogue Reels. Use code ROGUE15 to save 15% at checkout. It's got awesome rigs. He's got the Smitty shark rig. He's got the Demo HD rig. He's got the Micro rig, another shark rig, bull drum rigs. You name it, he's got it. Go check him out. RogueReelsFishing.com is the website, and he'll get you hooked up. Old Rob Foster, he looks out for us, man. I'll tell you what, great partnership with him. All right, without further ado, let's bring him up. Mr. Perdido Blane. What's up, buddy?
What's up, fellas?
How you been?
Good, brother. How about you?
It's been a minute since we had you on the show.
I know, man. I missed the I was scheduled, I think, last week or the week before. I was doing the wifey vacation, which was excellent. Got away from the kids. Yeah,
nice.
Much needed. Yeah.
Good deal. So it looks like, tracking social media here, Alabama is on fire right now over there.
And Perdido. Perdido, yeah. Perdido, Alabama. I'm garaged up, so to speak. Like, I got everything ready to walk out in the morning. I'm gonna go hit it up. I don't see any like big studs, but definitely keepers, eater size. You know, those 12, 13 inches that are perfect for eating, and they're in abundance right now.
Yeah, it looked like it. Like, limits were being caught. Nice fish. You were on some nice fish. Let me bring your photos up real quick. I think I got them all. Yeah, here they are. Share screen. Come on now.
Junior.
No kidding. I'm telling you, if we had an engineer, he'd be on it. There we go. That's a nice pompano.
Yep, that was a nice eater size. He was right at 12. Yep.
Every time I see those condos, I think you're over here in Navarre area. Those dual condos back there. I know that's not where you were, but I'm like, man, I was like, what is he over here? That's another nice stud there.
That was a nice one. That was 3.5 pounds. He was 18 inches to the fork. That was a breeder for sure.
Ooh, nice. We got
Blane,
here. And a nice little
pompano row. Have you ever eaten it?
No,
I haven't either.
I'm not into that stuff, bro. I want the white meat. Yeah.
It says good. Now that one right there.
Yeah. That was a puppy. That was a puppy right there. And that was a surprise. I think that's the only fish I caught that day.
Was it really?
Yeah. Random on the rattle rig, man. On the frisky rattle. Yeah. I think that was green fish bites. Yeah. Shrimp flavor.
And you didn't even have to do the armhole. I saw that and I was like, that is a serious
that
fish.
was like, that was the one that I had to take to Clint to get weighed. I was like, I know this is got to be 4 pounds. And they look so much bigger when you're pulling them on the sand. I got there, he's like, it's 3.5. And I was like, oh man.
Like, no, it's not.
You know, dude, it's like, it's funny because when you get to that point too, where you see it's got shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the mouth on it. Demo, the mouth on that thing, dude.
Huge.
It was so big. Like those big sand fleas that we catch that we kind of disregard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would have been a snack to him. You know? Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that would have been fun to see.
Heck yeah.
Good stuff, Blane. Freaking
far out? Was he close in? What was he?
Mid-range cast.
Okay.
Mid-range cast. And when I'm talking about ranges, I'm talking about to the sandbar. So about halfway to the sandbar, so to speak. So I'm running 4 rods, one close, mid-range, a little bit further, and then I just launch one. You know, I don't know if it's getting on top of the sandbar or not. You know, I always just launch one. And so he hit that mid-range cast, basically right in the trough, right in the front of the trough. Yeah, he slammed it, and I think that again that was the only fish I caught that morning. And it was a stud, man. It was a stud. And that was probably, I would say, 4 days before the hurricane.
Okay.
Yep. 4 days
Nice.
before the hurricane. And now, after the hurricane, we're seeing just, they're popping off around here. Yeah, they're popping off.
We're getting a lot of smaller ones over here right now. Reports are coming in. But I'm sure, this weekend, the big ones will be here for the tournament. They know what's going on, so they're gonna come out and play.
Come eat our bait. They're gonna come eat our bait. And
That's right.
flounder, man. Like I can't toss if I put in the time, I'm gonna catch a flounder in the surf right now in the Perdido area. Paddle tails. I'm just using whatever paddle tail and pulling in flounder. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Super close. Super close. Yeah.
Are you able to see them, or is it just they're
no,
there?
I can't see them. I'm targeting certain areas.
Yeah.
So where the points are, there's those deeper. I call them swimming pools.
Mhm.
That's what I call them. Those big swimming pools. They just look odd, and I'm targeting them in there. And Clint showed me that from Lost Key Outdoors. Clint's like, you target those spots, you're gonna get some flounder if you put in the time. And when I say time, like 15, 20 minutes, just kind of fanning out your cast.
Yeah.
And you'll pick one off. Yep.
I should say 2 years ago, I guess it was, we were able to walk the beach here with a Carolina rig and bull minnows and do the same thing.
Really?
Hit those swimming pools. And this time of year, October, going into November. Now, season for flounder closes for us October 15th through the end of November. So you're good to fish prior to that. But 2 years ago, that wasn't the case. And we were able to walk through there and hit those things. And you'd pick up flounder all the time like that.
And I'm getting them on like, 7-foot rod, 2,500 series reel, 10-pound braid, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, quarter ounce jig head because of the current push. So I'm using a lighter jig head when I'm on the kayak and stuff. But out there in the surf, I'm using the quarter ounce, and I'm using knock and tail lures. 4-inch. They got a little rattle in the tail. I'm using curly tail fight clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it doesn't matter right now. I'm throwing out there, if you
work those areas,
if I'm patient, they'll hit.
Nice.
Well, you're the one that showed me how to do flounder when I went out with you in the kayak, so you got my attention. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah, yep. And then I'm still after the sharks for the topwater poppers tomorrow. I will definitely be after that again because we have that north wind. I'm finding that it's easier for me to see them with low tide north wind. So when I got that low tide north wind, I can see those big swirls out there.
Yeah.
And this is really my first year really trying to go sight cast those guys. Mm-hmm. And so when I first started going out there, my mentality was I was going to see a dorsal fin.
Yeah.
that was my mentality.
Right here.
And so now I'm starting to recognize it's big swirls, man. You'll see them, and then you sling that topwater out there and you pop it a couple times, and he'll swirl around it. So you'll get that big wake around that popper before he blasts it. And I've hooked up on 2. One of them spooled me. And then the second one I hooked up on, I knew I had him, man. I knew I had him. And my crimp failed.
Oh no.
Yeah. User error. My crimp failed, dude. And I lost a $12 popper.
That sucks. Hey, but that's part of fishing, right?
It is, man. And it's a blast, dude. So I'm definitely prepared for that tomorrow morning. I got my little flounder, my little 7-foot ready, and I'll have 3 pomp rigs in the water, man.
Nice.
Which popper are you using now?
The big Halco.
That
big Halco. Yeah. Whatever Clint's got. Yeah.
Whatever Clint's got in stock down there.
Yeah, whatever Clint's got, I'll buy it. Yeah, that's the one I'll use.
I understand that oddly.
Yeah. He has 2 colors right now. I'm like, man, you got some more colors. Like, wow, these are working. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Are they working, or am I just buying them? And that's because that's all the 2 you have.
Yeah, they're hitting them. They're hitting them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Nice.
And
Michael,
Yeah,
Adam,
man,
writing all this down.
some good guides this week. I've had some successful guides on kayak and surf. So that's it's such a relief getting out of those summer months with the June grass and going to scout the night before and everything's clear and you having your clients meet you the next morning and it's a sludge. It's man, I was so tired of that. Smitty, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was just like you never knew what to expect. So we're all that's clearing out. The ladyfish and the trash fish, so to speak, that we're catching, they're getting smaller and smaller. Like they're kind of going on, It's not like every cast I'm getting this like bull ladyfish, which are fun,
right.
But they get old.
Mm-hmm.
They get old, So we have the fall coming up, man. The cooler weather. We got the tournament coming up here pretty soon. So I'm hoping that the Pomps will be still be around for the tournament.
Oh yeah, definitely mid-October. I mean, that's perfect timing. Yeah, and the weather's looking great. Everything's just lining up to be a great weekend. I still need to register. I need to get out there and get out to Lost Key. And,
we got all the usual suspects coming. All the boys from Jacksonville,
nice.
North Carolina. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian and surf fishing hippie or surf hippies fishing.
Yeah, the North Carolina boys will be coming. They are bringing some new products to showcase at the weigh-in. So if you're registered for if you're not registered for the tournament, you want to come by and just check out some stuff that's coming down the line. You guys swing by. That'll be October 16th at 2 p.m. at Lost Key Outdoors in Perdido Key.
Nice. I can't wait. Like we said at the beginning, weigh-in's our favorite part.
Yeah.
We just like hanging out with everybody and seeing everybody.
Yeah.
And
I was talking to the boys from North Carolina the other day, and they were talking about the spring tournament and the conditions. And I was like, this might be selfish, but because I'm not fishing the tournaments, I like that. I like y'all scrambling around,
Yeah, right.
I love it. And it's just like at that point, it's like, how bad do you want it? We had like Donnie and those guys, they were running the Destin. It's a 150-mile stretch. Like it's open game. Like you do not have to fish your home turf,
Right.
That's the beauty of the tournament, man. You can get gone and you can find better conditions, if you're willing to put in the time.
There you go. Awesome. Good stuff. Well, we had Michael Adam here. He jumped on here a couple times. Said he was taking notes while you were talking here and still telling people about you killing the Spanish that day, throwing GI jigs.
Oh, yeah, dude. The GI jigs are like my Spanish killer. Yeah. Yeah, when the Spanish were running through here, that's always it. Smitty, you gave me some of those at the weigh-in in the spring. And yeah, I was using them on the jetties. I was using them to surf, and they could not resist them, bro. I mean, it got boring. It got boring. I was just like, all right. They're like, all right, let me take this off.
You try something else.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Awesome, brother. Well, things are shaping up. It's going to be a great tournament. I've seen it on here a couple of times. Everybody thanking you for getting this going down here and spearheading this and stuff. I mean, it's a huge event, and especially to be tackling it and taking that on, we definitely appreciate it, man. We're all looking forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's I enjoy it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work getting it going and keeping it going and getting the giving the proper respect to the sponsors, things like that. It's a lot to get going, but it's not like work to me, man. I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy comments that come in, and I enjoy the communication between sponsors. It's building relationships, brother. That's all we're doing.
There you go. Yeah. Outstanding. Well, fishing's heating up on the beach. If folks want to book a trip with you, how do they do it?
PerdidoBlane.com. I'm doing surf fishing trips, obviously, kayak fishing trips. I do overnight camping fishing trips, and I've added a new program, surf fishing lessons, to the website, so you can check that out.
Good deal. There you go, folks. Go check it out. Give him a holler. You want to learn how to fish on the beach. You want to fish in the kayak. Go camping overnight, do some fishing, catch your dinner. Get up with Blane, man. He'll put you on the fish.
Yeah, be prepared to poop in a hole.
Awesome, brother. We appreciate it.
All
Thanks
right,
for your
guys.
report.
See you,
Later,
Blane.
man. Good stuff.
I mean, a hole's better than the bucket most days, but
But
you know.
true. I mean, the bucket leaves a hard ring there, and it's just uncomfortable.
But I don't know. I mean, I am a fan. I am a fan of my poop bucket. But I mean, yeah, if you guys have ever heard the story where Justin was out with me, you guys know about that. So
It happens.
It does,
happens.
and I'm not ashamed.
All right, let's jump into our scroll. This is the time of night where we start.
Your scroll's probably yours is going to be better because I'm using a borrowed computer, so mine's all.
I don't know if it is. We'll see. Let's see here. Window. Higher screen. Let's do this. We'll go here. Go here. I had it pulled up already, but it didn't save. Where am I saved? Let's do this. Everybody gets to see everything here. Saved. There we go. Boom. We got a few on here. So Pompano, as we said, Pompano were on fire. Fort Morgan. This side says he caught all 4 of these at one time. That's a heck of a run right there.
Love when the school comes through and you just eat the
Oh,
bus
man.
up. Like, oh, hello.
Yeah, that's good stuff. We got here. Again, another Pompano bite on fire. This is over in Alabama on frisky fins. Those rattle jigs there, or rattle rigs there. I mean, those are some nice pumps.
Yeah, they are.
That's a nice, good, and the good old frisky fins rigs with some fish bites there. Always good. What else we got? Reds have been fired up. If you've over here in Choctawhatchee Bay on the fly rod, look at that.
That's a serious catch.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and boom, there he is. As I said, if you're poking through social media, you'll see Destin right now is on fire.
Yep.
With big redfish. There are a lot of folks out there.
And it's weird because I mean, Destin's right down the road. When I started seeing it, I got mad because I was like, "What the hell?
Yeah,
it's not that far from us. Why are we not getting this action?" But
all right, I bring this one up because we get this question a lot through here. Is it a permit or is it a pompano? A buddy of mine caught a monster permit for this area, and he messaged me and he said, "Hey, permit or pompano?" And I was like, "Unfortunately, that's a permit." Because it was a monster looking fish. And he's like, "No, it's not. It's pompano." I'm like, okay. So the easiest way to tell is to count the spines right here on top of the head. If it's 5, it's a pompano. If it's 6, it's a permit.
And that goes for all lengths too.
Yes.
Doesn't change.
That's the quickest way. Find that first spike right there on the top of the dorsal. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. And number 6 is usually right in here, right before the big dorsal fin. That is the easiest way to tell. And then there's some other ways you can see: wider, more forked tail, end line, anal, dorsal fins, all that good stuff. But the easiest way to look at it right off the bat is count those dorsal spines. That's a good one.
For me, it was always the dorsal fin. I'm like, is it long? Is it? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Gulf Coast slow jigging. If you're not a member of that, they've got some great posts. First trip out, Paul Wasong here, and tearing them up on the slow pitch jigging. I mean, he had a good day. Plus, he found some debris. And let's look, cobia right there.
Is it? Yeah,
right
I guess
there at the top.
It was throwing me that fork.
Kind of looks like more of a flat head there.
Yeah.
Anyway, great day of fishing right there. So get out there. The weather permits. That's all I got. Boom.
Because I don't know how this happened, but I've got only a couple to share, so I've only got 2.
Stop sharing.
Did you already do did you pull up from the hashtag?
I searched it, but not many come up when you go through Facebook. More so on Instagram.
Okay. So
we got just poop and cover it.
Tony
Where's
went
Justin
out.
Oh yeah.
Tony got some good ones. Little size reference there for the sword. That was a good pomp. That was a really good pomp.
Yeah, it was.
And then 2 weeks left to register. I wanted to bring that one up. Registration ends on October 12th for the tournament. As you can see, we got some good stuff going. So that's for this area there for that. And as you were mentioning, Justin, he had his.
Did he post yet?
I don't think he did.
Oh, because he had a good day today.
He did. Talking to him when he was walking back to the car. Oh no, he did post it.
Oh, he did post. Look at that.
These were not tiny.
No, that's some nice
14
15 inch. Yeah.
This is the part that I think is going to screw a lot of people up for the fishing tournament. How flat it is and how clear it is. So keep that in mind. Visibility is going to play a factor this weekend.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, because I'm on this computer for some reason, I don't know what happened there, but I lost the majority of my scroll.
That's what happens. It's all good.
What I get.
Yeah. There we go.
Mike's running off. Michael Adams got to go. Have a good night. Yep, you too. Yes, I am fishing tomorrow for sure. I've got Abby for the tournament. Getting there. Camacho's going offshore. Huh. Must be nice. What are you going after there, guy?
Nice.
I've been off on the comments here. I've been seeing them, but didn't really keep up.
Camacho also posted here. Pulled 4 fat pumps and a fat whiting. Caught a nice slot 25-inch red last night. Nice.
Ooh, 25er. That's nice.
Good stuff there.
Never bad about that one. 8-pound fluorocarbon on small live fleas. Wow, for the pomp.
Where'd you see that?
He just posted it. He just put the comments in. Hey, light tackle. I know y'all are going to say something. I am always nervous about using light tackle, and it's only because in the surf we have such a myriad of fish. Like I think I've been using 10-pound fluoro on a Carolina rig with a number 6 hook quite a bit lately. And the only thing I've been putting on it is shrimp and sending it out within the 50-foot or 50-yard radius. And I am hooking up on some crazy fish. I mean, I'm hooking up on blues. I'm hooking up on Spanish, and they are just ripping me apart. So, yeah, it always, if it gets bit off, I don't know why, but I get extremely butthurt. And I have
to use a 10-pound fluoro, man.
I know, but I just get mad. And that was the reason behind the Demo HD rig is because I get extra butthurt when I get bit off. I'm like, if I had this, I would have not lost that damn fish. You know, so
I remember when you were talking with Rob about it and saying, hey, I need something that's going to hold up to toothy critters. Like, I don't want to lose any more rigs. Yep. And now you're dropping everything else down to thing. Rob, I saw that post. You had a spectacular 4 days of fishing. A lot of good stuff going on up there.
Hope you're feeling better, bud.
Heck yeah. Try longer shank hooks. Yeah.
That's good. I've been thinking about that, Camacho. You know, I've heard that's the better way to go. I know that the longest cast surf fishing, Jeremy's told me that before. That's what he's using on his pompano rigs and his droppers. He's using a longer J hook style. I probably need to stop being so focused on circle hooks because a J hook will still do the job. I don't need to set the hook. It's going to bite down on that bait. It's going to get hooked. So I see what you're saying on that, and I think that's probably the way I need to start going after I plow through the rest of my hook collection that I've acquired.
Before I replenish anything, I'll
got to use the rounds I have until then. I'll stop buying those. Matter of fact, I'll tell Amber and tell the staff anytime you see me grab a circle hook, smack me and tell me to go get a J hook.
Did you pick up any today?
I did. Rod loads, yep. And I load my rod pretty good in the surf with my Sinker Guy Sputniks. I always have a good bend. It's always taut. So I know it works. I just need to stop being a jackass and do what I know works.
Some of those rods that we use load themselves, so it's
true.
Yeah, there's some great rods out there, and we're fortunate enough to be using a couple of them. So
we probably need to do another either rod demo
or day.
We need to do another event. I mean,
okay,
rod demo was a lot of fun, but I'd like to do something else, another one. I don't know if we got to do a gathering or whatever it is, but I'd love to do something again.
We'll put something together.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Awesome. Well, this has been another great show. Appreciate everybody tuning in and sticking with us. We've maintained a pretty good audience this week. So appreciate you all. Again, if you like the show, share it out. Tell your friends about it. If you're in the Panhandle area and you see us out there, you'll know it's us because you'll see our flags flying.
Yeah,
Big American flag. I have my Smitty's flag. Brian's got his Demo flag. Stop by, say hello. We may have things with us. You never know. 12-foot Lamigas is super sweet. Let me know when y'all are going to be in PCB.
PCB.
I don't know if Chris is just going to go out and fishing by himself. I mean, I hate for a guy to go fishing by himself. He needs to call us. Let us know. Like, I'm sure I could make a drive to PCB to do some mahi fishing.
In reality, Camacho, I mean, we both want to go. The problem is, as a team thing, Mike's normally the one that can go. I'm normally the jackass that scheduled friggin' 4 RVs for the day and screwed myself and screwed the team. So, yeah, we need to plan it for a time when I'm not going to schedule stuff. Robert, hope you have a great night too, brother. Good. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad you're doing okay.
Yeah, bro. Awesome. Deerfield flag will be flying soon. There you
Nice.
go. Nice. Can't wait to see that down here.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Awesome.
I can't wait to win that new cart you got.
Jack, I'll take your place.
Shut it, Jack. That's how Jack's rigs magically started getting broke off on the boat.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait till the Deerfield gets down here. I've been talking with Brian. I got some things I need to talk to him about. It's gonna be awesome. Looking forward to it.
Buck, thank you. I'm glad you got a chance to finally catch us live, man. That was always I'm looking forward to seeing your name pop up more and more, and I look forward to talking to you offline.
There we go. Awesome, folks. Well, get out there, do some fishing. A lot of stuff going on. Until next week, we appreciate everybody tuning in. Here comes the outro. Later.
Later.